Well, the Gators fired their head coach after he signed this gigantic contract extension last year. He's now fired in the scripted world of college football, and that's something to take note of because they are the Devil's Advocate University. They are the 216 University, UF, the U, the 21, the F, the 6. And of course, you're fired. Donald Trump, you're fired. So it's very interesting. It definitely makes me feel we are in this. Dan Mullen, hired by the University of Florida, 2016. Was not 2016. It was 2018. Okay. So that was right in the middle of the Trump. Yeah. Okay. Trump had been president for 2 footballs after the second football season that Trump was president. So then he was head coach for the last 2 Trump seasons, which would be the 2019 season, the 2020 season, 2021 season. Dan Mullen tenure at the University of Florida. Let me pause. It seemed like 3 was weird. It was 4 full seasons. On November 26, 2017, he signed. Look at that. $36.6 million contract. 36 is the triangular number for 666. Hang on just a second. Right on, righto, cheerio. Well, so interesting fun fact in the movie The Devil's Advocate from Gainesville, Florida, was from Gainesville, Florida, and moved his wife up to New York City to work for the devil Al Pacino. The DA was Keanu Reeves, of course. They have a scene early in the movie where they're in a bar doing shots and they yell, "Go Gators." Anywho, so 216 equals UF. The only 216, the only UF in America as Florida is the only F state. U is the 21st letter, F is the 6th, hence your UF equals 216 in their world, not mine. As James Bond's car tag is 216, long story. That one is Bond's mom from Scotland as Trump's mom from Scotland, and 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. Can't make this stuff up. But to keep the focus on UF, let's not stray. By the way, go through each photo and read the caption. LOL, staying on point, 36 is the triangular number for 666. UF, the 216, 666 school hired their coach for 36.6K, 666 back in 2017, the year Donald Trump took office. And the 66 is a bonus as Trump Tower is known for Trump's penthouse used into filming the Devil's Advocate movie, and Trump's name is also mentioned. Trump's penthouse on the 66th floor is strange because Trump Tower is only a 58-story building. No, seriously, these are the facts. I digress. So Mullen's contract of $36.6 thousand, 666 in 2017 for UF 216 666. Alabama rep Satan. Long story. I've explained it here before. Ohio State is the deadly. Let me edit that. Whoops. That's right. You do get. I need to put some space there between that. As we stated before, put us, and then you get into Ohio State. There we go. So Ohio State is the deadly right eye wound to the Buckeye, and their pregame ritual is the dotting of the eye. The Buck's antlers regenerate annually. The Buck. Now, Joe Buck is another one we need to take a look at. We need to take a look at Joe Buck. Joe Buck, Fox News. It's not Fox News, it's Fox Sports. His name is Buck. And Fox, of course, is 666. I was hoping that was Wikipedia. Apparently it was not. Here it is. He is April 25th. Okay. Joseph Francis Buck. All right. The Buck was on Bond's Scottish entrance in the movie Skyfall. I've got the photos. Just ask me for them below in the comments. Notre Dame, Our Lady, Lucifer, the female angel on top of the tree. Even though there are no female angels in his word, it's Mother Nature, Mother Earth, the goddess Venus, Isis, Queen of Heaven, Queen of the Universe, etc. Alma mater equals our mother. Again, same. College football and the NFL and the rest are scripted sports, their world, and money is given to do so. Many are aware of this, most are clueless. I started seeing things that didn't add up in 2018, but by the end of the 2020 season, I was making videos on how fake college football is. And this year, been way out in front of it. It literally was a 4-year process. Elections and politics and the illness industry, the media, sports included, are tightly controlled. As I've said many times before, if it has a voice, it's them. The narrative is given, your brain gets massaged in one direction or the other. Heroes are made to be heroes. Their voice is strong and powerful, but they are system followers just the same, playing a role, each for a specific reason. Each are on a need-to-know basis, but each follow orders to the letter. Down in the top 2 comments, I'll give you 2 speeches made by 2 presidents the year I was born, 1961. Both put both excerpts together. I hope I said that right in the right context. What do y'all think? Did I do that right? Apply to bring and bear, make physical or mental. Bring both efforts together. Make a physical or mental effort. I don't know. Combine the thoughts. Know that the term military industrial complex by Dwight Eisenhower was just a coded term for them, those that JFK spoke of, as of today, right now, you're in the darkest times of your life. And thankfully we know that. And hang on just a quickie. As of today, right now, you're in the darkest times of your life, and it's getting darker daily and in a very exponential rate. And in one day, everything will completely change, not unlike March, April of 2020. And when it does, you'll then know exactly what I was talking about, basically since 2012, but in truth, since 2017. Devil's Advocate came from Gainesville. UF 216. 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. Baron Melania Trump, or Bad Mother Trump, A for Antichrist. Mullins 36.6 year $1 million contract. And 666 is the triangular. 36 is a triangular number for 666. So that was pretty much the post. We've got some amazing comments. So let's just get through them now. This is great work. I sent a few leaks on Trump's genealogy. Don't know if you've seen them. I have not. Looking at Trump's grandparents, they have Christ. Yep. Fred Christ Trump and his grandmother, Elizabeth Christ Trump. Donald Trump's grandmother was born in 1880. There's the 188 and died June 6, 1966. 666. She married Frederick Trump in 1902. Just one with Christ in the name. Obama talked about climate change, underwater. A recent video, Shore Right Away. He was at COP 26. I don't know if you can see any of my comments. Meteor showers between November and December. Interesting date. 3 different ones around the 12th. So we got some meteor showers. Well, that's from the whole 1958 movie Trackdown, or television show Trackdown. Well, you said 224, but at the time, it's my birthday. Now we're going to get into some Michael Jack comments here. And so follow with me on these. Let me see here. It might be easier in email, where I've made them a little easier to read. I think I read this one yesterday. Did you receive my comments? Trump releasing a book on our journey together and so forth. Laura Rutledge comes to Florida. Yeah, we read that one yesterday. I need to get on the Laura Rutledge thing. And I do want to go over something with you. I think it was Christian that mentioned in the comments concerning the 212 area code, which again is the 2nd of the 12th month. 212, that's New York City's area code. Manhattan, 212. Right? That's December 2nd. Then you look at the zip code of Manhattan, especially Trump Tower. You've got the 022, just like text to Trump is 88022. Now, I look at it as Groundhog Day. You know, I look at all of this stuff as portaling back and forth. How we portal back and forth. We portal from the cold full moon over to Groundhog Day. And we portal from, let me just make sure. These portal dates are key stuff. Yeah, from February 2nd back to the snow full moon. And then that's 23 days and then 37 days. And then from the solar eclipse to the cold full moon. So you got snow full moon, cold full moon. Well, what's in the middle? The wolf full moon. But cold full moon, snow full moon, what are the other 2 portal dates out of the 4? It's Groundhog Day and a solar eclipse. And they sort of make an X. And what do I mean by that? Well, the one full moon's portaling back and the other full moon's portaling up. So the Groundhog Day or the solar eclipse is portaling back, and the Groundhog Day is portaling up. So, you know, and if X marks the spot in the middle, you're back to the, I don't know, the wolf full moon, right? I mean, heck, I don't know. That's 7 up. And if you go 7 back, you're at January 3rd. So it's 7, 23, 37. And I don't know. You got the new moon on the 2nd. But I found out that 8, my second wife's marriage number, remember, was 8710 87392, I think, right? That was her entire marriage number when you combine her number with her first husband's number. But her marriage number then is 8, that first number. Well, guess what the triangular number of 36 is? It's 8. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 36. And 36, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus all the way to 36, you end up with 666. So 666 is a double triangular number. Go back and look at mine and hers divorce date of February 2nd times 2009. 8 over 36. That's 666. Straight up. Straight up. Two triangular numbers. 8 is triangular for 36. 36 is triangular for 666. That was our divorce date. I just now found that out today, that 8 was a triangular number for 36 and that 666 is a double triangular number. It is, again, y'all, come on. If y'all been with me ever since I've started explaining all these numbers, anomalies, you're just like, I mean, you're where I'm at with it. Dan Mullen was 4/27, 1972. He's got the 212 in his number. Again, 2nd of December. I just don't know, y'all. I mean, there's my birthday, the 7/6, which is the number for Adam. Also, in the New Testament, 120 in the Old Testament, the Strong's Concordance numbers. There's a lot to get to, y'all. I am not kidding you one bit. So let's get back to the zip codes. Wait till you see the Trump Tower numbers. They got 836 in them. So New York City zip code 10022 for Trump Tower. There's the 22 again for Groundhog Day or my divorce date. There's the 02 for Earl. That was his number. And his birthday was 7/27, which is the length of iPet Goat. Everything about Earl's death was numerically related to my second marriage, which was numerically related to the Antichrist. Earl was basically all the numbers related to Earl and my second marriage and divorce were all related. They were all part of my salvational process and bringing forth the end times. And guess what? Do you remember when in The Dark Knight Rises, before he went up through the pit, you know, Dark Knight Rises and he rises up out of the pit? Did you know? Do you remember when they fixed his back? That his back was, he had bulging discs. I guess we can search it like this. Bruce Wayne gets his back fixed in Dark Knight Rises. Training montage. Well, let's see.
This is Southern Comfort whiskey.
Oh, great. Thank you. So guess what I'm getting done? I've got herniated discs and bulging discs and didn't know that I had them. And going through a process. On this machine. There it is right there. And I'm telling everybody about it. And the lady that runs this place, it's called Spinal Decompression. And it's called a DRX 9000. DRX 9000 spinal decompression. That's how it works. My massage therapist said, your muscles stay tight. I think
educational video.
I think what you've got.
Each disc works.
I think I went and got an MRI. I had bulging and herniated discs, lower back,
research and
my neck. So I'm getting my spine fixed. Well, guess what happened in The Dark Knight Rises? He got his spine fixed. And Trump is Batman, and I know somebody named Robin that I'm very close with. Yeah. That's a long story, and I ain't gonna get into that. But there it is right there. I think there's possibility that when my spine gets healed, which should be in the next 3 weeks, that he's going to be rising up out of the pit, which means he's going down soon. Now I'm wondering if all of this is put together, because Trump and I are on a parallel plane in that he is of Satan, and we're going to assume and hope that I'm of the Lord. Boom. There you go. I'm in hope of it. I don't know for sure. I mean, I can assure you, I don't walk around and go, oh no, I'm saved. Heck no. But let's continue. So he's got the bad back. Commentary, fair use, commentary, fair use. So they're getting that back fixed. Now this is when the chaos, I think, is going on. I think the chaos is going on. I think he already saw the chaos on TV. And then what they're going to do is put his back in place. A vertebra.
Protruding from your back.
Bulging from your back, throbbing from your back. I don't know what he says. Should we put on the
There's a vertebra protruding from your back.
protruding from your back?
It has to be put back.
Has to be put back into place. Now, I wasn't in any pain. Okay. Annotations. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I was thinking it was going to give me the subtitles. Okay, so I'm not going through that process there, but y'all get the idea. So
stay like this until you stand.
okay. And we all know you can't fix a spine like that, but you know, welcome to movies. But that's the machine that I go to. I want to tell you, this was not cheap, and it is not paid for by insurance. But you have to like the 1, 2, the 12, and then the 2 for December 2nd, or the area code 212, which is the 2nd of the 12. Again, those things, I can't tell you which one it's going to happen on. I think what it would happen on. Go ahead, tell us what you think. I think if I had to take a guess, since they portal back and forth to each other, that makes them equal. That means since Donnie Darko took place during a solar eclipse, you just portal over from the solar eclipse, and then he could rise on Groundhog Day, which means he goes down on. Now, what makes me think that he goes down on December 2nd as opposed to January 31st, which is 2 days before the rising on Groundhog Day? Because again, the solar eclipse portals over to Groundhog Day, my divorce date, or 2/2, which is text to Trump 88022. It is the Manhattan zip code 10022. Is the Led Zeppelin song Ramble on the Autumn, because I started getting into I started to realize that Lord of the Rings, it was called the Fellowship of the Ring, which is their Mystery Babylon secret world. They're in fellowship with each other. The second one was called the Two Towers. That's the Twin Trumps. And then the last one is called the One World Trade Center. Oops, I mean Return of the King. So I watched them and I started listening to these names. I'm like, those are from Led Zeppelin songs. So I made some videos on that, and the song Ramble On, the autumn moon lights my way. Makes you think he goes down. It makes you think he falls in the fall. Then you have the dead of winter. Then it's quite possible that he rises back in the spring. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense because an IPAC goat, he comes up through the snow or the ice hole in the ice, the abyss, frozen over, North Pole. He comes up out of it during a full moon. So it's got to be that cellar door, December 18th. And so you're like, well, what about Barren Saturday and the New Year's Eve and the Year of the Tiger and the Eye of the Tiger? I think all of this portals over to that, but I think it's going to take place on December 2nd or December 10th or December 12th. I like that when the illness began. Remember how we looked at that website? Timeline of COVID-19 virus, CDC. And we got it from the CDC. It wasn't the WHO. We didn't like the WHO's. We liked the one from the CDC. And I need to just go ahead and save this one. Just put it right there. Or did I already do that? No. Okay. So when you look at December 12th, you have to take a hard look at that. Well, what if this is when people start dying? What if he goes down on the 10th? Which I like the 10th yesterday because I think that's when it ended for Laura Rutledge. The difference between her and Paul Feinbaum with the exact day when you run it back in the other direction, it ends on the 10th. So if he goes down on the 10th and then the first deaths occur on the 12th, that would be on the third day, and he would rise up through that snow full moon. I mean, cold full moon on the 18th. And see, he doesn't ascend. He just rises. It's the Dark Knight rises. He just rises out of the pit. He doesn't ascend into heaven like Jesus does. So I might want to take that off the board and just look for rising up out of the pit. That's all the Bible says he does. So I think we have to go back to that. He doesn't ascend anywhere. Never says he ascends. Not even fakely, cryptidly, anything. You got to love the Atlanta area code of 404. That's the number of verses in the book of Revelation. So I'm really big. And if you look at when you dial the 212 of New York City, it's 1212, which is 1212, which we go back to December 12th, which is this whole illness situation. And the fact that the Gators just fired their coach, I think is a big sign that we are in a situation, because we know that all roads lead to college football for some crazy, goofy, stupid reason. Now look at these number of Trump Grill. There's your 212 for the 2nd of December, or to dial it long distance, it's 1212 for the 12th, but there's the 836. And guess what? The guy engaged my second wife. And don't forget, Donald J. Trump comes to her third marriage number 1189 in Gematria. and or 888, which is also her third marriage progression. He has the same birthday as Earl, 727, which is the exact distance of IPEC goat, 727, 7 minutes, 27 seconds. And his second marriage number, because he's only been married once, his second marriage number is 36, 2 digits. So there's her marriage number, 8, with his second marriage number, 836, which is a triangular number of 666. And we've already showed you that on my divorce date, it was 8036, 2 times 2 times 2009. I know, right? So it's like this whole Trump thing has been. Now, there's my third marriage number. And why do you say that's my third marriage number? Well, don't forget my first marriage was on March 12th, 1983. So notice the 713. We can't ignore the 88, can we? And when I married my second wife, that was her marriage number. Was her second marriage number progression, 88. Well, that's my first marriage, right? On March 12th. That's what the number came to, 713. Well, guess when I got married the second time? July 14th, which is 714. So 715, which is the number of home runs Hank Aaron hit when he broke the record. I know, I remember everything with numbers. That's my third marriage progression right there. I'm not going to tell you what that 67 is, but it'll blow your mind, Robin. Now you got the 7153. So 53 is my third marriage number progression, or 153 is the number for the sheep, which I am in hope of being. Go back to Trump's store, you get another phone number. There's your 836 again, which 8 is the triangular number for 36, and 36 is the triangular number for 666. So you have the double. 666 is actually is known as a double triangular number. 666 is a double triangular number, 8 and 36. It read it to me last time out loud. So, and thus triangular number, because 36 is also triangular, 666 is doubly triangular. Yeah. Also, 36 equals 15 plus 21. 15 and 21 are also triangular numbers. Oof. Well, 15 is another way to say my third marriage progression, because 5 is my marriage number. 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 15. Don't forget the other thing we figured out in yesterday's video, that portaling 31 in both directions, it lands on December 10th or February 10th, and the portal date is January 10th. That was crazy. I could just look at numbers all day. I'm just fascinated with numbers. I've never been able to not look at numbers. And blah, blah, blah. There's 715 again, which is my third marriage progression. There's the 88. There's 715 again. So these are all, I wanted to see what Trump Tower's phone number was. And there's no one phone number for Trump Tower. Like, you don't call and they go, hello, this is Trump Tower. There's a Trump Grill, there's a Trump Cafe, there's a Trump Bar, there's a Trump Store, there's Trump Events, there's Ice Cream Parlor. And then I lied, there's the main telephone number, 212-832-2000. Again with the 22. Again with the Groundhog Day. Again with my divorce date, the 22. Now, look at the zip code for Trump Tower. It's 10022-2519. Well, 519 is another third marriage progression of mine. Here's my first wife. She's got Obama's birthday. 8 times 4 times 1964. 62848. And that times me, 7 times 6 times 1.961. So she and I combined are 517. 517. And 7/6 is my birthday, and a Robin I know birthday is May Day. 5/1. I know, right? Batman and Robin. And if a Robin has a Y in it, then Robin in simple gematria has the word Eve in the middle of it. And if my birthday is 7/6, and that's the number for Strong's Concordance for Adam, don't worry. That's extremely far-fetched because too many things, there's too many moving parts in that situation. But I'm just throwing more stuff out at you that I've never told you before. But notice 517 is my 3-digit marriage number, and 518 would have been my second to my second wife. Then 519 would be my third progression, and he's got a 519 in Trump Towers zip code. Literally right there, 519. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. Then I could believe it because I known that I've been trolled through this process ever since. And just like my marriage was 518 to my second wife, and I've shown y'all before that her children, whoops, 3 zeros. Me, her 2 kids, and my second wife, all 4 of us combined, there's the 518 in our total combined number. And she was, of course, my 518 marriage. And remember, me and her met on October 22nd, 2005, and that day came to the 4411 right there. And that's in me, her, and her 2 kids combined number. October times 22nd times 2005, 4411. And my first wife was what? 8 times 4 times 1964, 628. That means my next wife would be 629. Watch my second wife and her kids. 629. Her and her kids combined. And when you marry the wife, you marry the kids too. So isn't that crazy? So everything had a pattern of meant to be. And the Lord showed me that everything was meant to be. Because I divorced her, but I was still devastated by the divorce. I looked back and I was like, what happened? And I realized the Lord showed me, calm down. I was taking you through a process. And then later on, when I saw that text to Trump, 88022, 88, my second wife's marriage number, the 22, our divorce date, and the 02 in the middle for Earl, I was like, this has all been about the end times. It's all been about Donald Trump. Everything. So don't think Donald Trump doesn't know who we are. And every one of y'all that comment, that he knows, the Antichrist knows you through the technology, through the ghost in the machine. He has shown, he sees everything we're doing. He listens to everything that I say on the telephone, while I'm in my car, while I walk around my condo, anytime I talk to myself, which is a lot. He hears every bit of it. Now, he's got his own life, but anything of substance, he hears it. The ghost in the machine hears it, and they run it through TV shows. I hear stuff that I say played back to me, said back to me through media members, just as jabs. The media members don't know me. They're just given a script. You're going to say that, you're going to say it like this. Just say it like this, and they don't tell them why. And they say it like that. But we're trolled. And it's not unlike the Truman Show, which is what a lot of that was about, along with the flat earth. We're that close to the very end times. We are absolutely, everything's about to just go completely. So let's go from the bottom, because I took all those comments from Michael and my friend Christian. I read you Christians. Michael's were very detailed, and I want to read from the bottom up because that's newest to latest, I'm pretty sure. That's 5 hours and that's 4 hours. Yeah. So let's go from bottom up. Josh Rutledge, which is Laura Rutledge's husband. There it is right here. That's where we begin. Josh Rutledge is the husband of Laura Rutledge. Now, she's the one from ESPN who was born on the Donnie Darko date of October 2nd, 1988. She has a husband. He's a baseball player named Josh Rutledge. He was born in Coleman, Alabama. And remember, Trump was there. Trump was there in Coleman, Alabama. He was born on 4/21, 1989. 4/2 becoming 1, my second wife's third marriage number. That's hilarious. That's how I read that. 21 is 2 becoming 1, or 2 single people becoming 1 person. And played college baseball for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Go figure. The most powerful university on this nation. You're like, no, Yale is with Skull and Bones. No, it's the University of Alabama. They got you might have Skull and Bones at Yale. That's just a diversion. You better focus on the machine at Alabama. The ghost in the machine. The machine, Alabama fraternity. The machine social group. Alpha Rho chapter of Theta Nu Epsilon. Michael, I wonder what that comes to. That is the most proud. By the way, Alabama was your first state to introduce Christmas as a holiday. I believe in 1836. There's your 836 again for 666. Christmas, 1836, Alabama. Alabama was the first state to make Christmas a holiday, al.com, which is alabama.com, in 1836. 18 is 6 plus 6 plus 6. 8 is the triangular number for 36, and 36 is the triangular number for 666. And 8 is my wife's marriage number. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8, 36. You do that all the way through 36, you get 666. Can I make this stuff up? I can't make this stuff up. I've introduced y'all to my crazy world of numbers very slowly because it's too much to take in all at once. The second and final season was 2009, my divorce date, the year that the current Alabama dynasty began. Trump held a rally in Coleman, Alabama, where Senate candidate Mo Brooks invoked the second coming when speaking about Trump. Thank you, Michael. Josh Rutledge comes to Orlando, Florida, among other things. We just talked about Trump coming to Orlando from sunrise. Well, we think he goes down the day before sunrise, which means he would rise on the sunrise service the next day. Right? Or what if he goes down, if that's on the 11th and sunrise, and it's the 12th in Orlando, then he then he would go down on 12/9. Which, by the way, is Dan Mullen's number. 4 times 27 times 1972. There's 12.9 right there in his number. December 9th. And he would rise on the 3rd day. You got the 9th is one day. The 10th is the 2nd day. And the 11th, which is sunrise. Trump is supposed to be in sunrise, but he wouldn't make it physically. But that's what was on the docket, that he was going to be there at Sunrise, Florida. Now, if all of those things take place, that means sunrise is on the 11th. That means he would rise on the 11th if we portal through it. Let's portal through the sunrise date. Sunrise, Florida. Let's go back 31 days. That takes us back to the 10th, but the sunrise is the 11th. So it's portaling back 30 days to December 11th, when Trump is supposed to be in Sunrise, Florida. That means he would die 2 days before this portal date. That means he would die on February 7th, on a Monday, and rise on a Wednesday, February 9th. I don't know. It doesn't fit anything we've talked about. But then he would, of course, spiritually rise through that, what? Snow full moon of IPEC goat. 9 days later. If he dies on the 7th, that full moon is on the 16th. Right? So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. It's y'all's job to figure out what's actually going to happen. It also comes, Josh Rutledge also comes to Sagittarius, which is 11/23 to 12/21. Sons of Light, which is written on that Trump coin. Unbelievable. It's just, Michael, I'll tell you, your research drives this channel, my friend. You can see the time I took to make sure that we didn't miss a word of it. In case, excuse me, in case it was, nice burp, in case it was removed from YouTube, I already had documented it, and I meant to bullet this. I need to use the bathroom. Hang on. Paul Feinbaum has big ties to Alabama as well. Now, he came from Tennessee, the Big Orange. Orange, of course, the number for 33, or 33 comes to orange. I don't know. Orange comes to 33. Yeah. They got the big T on their helmet for Trump. Tennessee, Trump, Tennessee. That's where Paul Feinbaum graduated. And the biggest rivalry is Tennessee and Alabama. And of course, then Paul Feinbaum acquiesces over to Alabama. Paul Feinbaum has big ties to Alabama as well. He started in Birmingham, Alabama. Now, just to let y'all know, in case somebody has an argument with it, Paul Feinbaum, Wikipedia. This is not what Michael is saying. He graduated from Tennessee. Okay. He was born in Memphis, Tennessee. He got his BA at the University of Tennessee. That's not, so let's just set that precedent there. Make sure that we understand ourselves here. But what Michael is saying, he's saying Paul has big ties to Alabama. He started in Birmingham, Alabama in 1980. Well, he graduated. Well, it doesn't say. Active years, 1978 to present. Notable credits, Sports Center, SEC Network, Pardon My Take, blah, blah, blah. And so after he graduated, he went over to Birmingham. And he won many writing awards, including Alabama's recruitment of basketball player Buck Johnson. There's the Buck again. Feinbaum had a leading role in ESPN documentary Roll Tide Warrior. I watched that; it was very good, which debuted on 11/8/11, which that's 88. The 8 is in the middle, times the 11 is 88, times the other 11 is 88. He had a series of books called I Hate, insert college name, like I Hate Florida, 303 Reasons Why You Should. There's your 33. Paul Feinbaum comes to 121/726 in gematria. What he's saying is that simple, that is English and then simple gematria. Remember, we looked that up yesterday. Not the Jewish gematria, but the English and the simple. The 726 matches his birthday. Yes, it does. He is 66 years old as of right now. That's big. Makes you really think Trump has to go down before next July 26th, right? And I also noted that 726 is the number for agape. Now, that could just be a coincidence. It is Strong's Concordance number for G for the 7. It's G for Greek. G is the 7th letter. G 26 is the Strong's Concordance for agape. Just throwing that out there. He is 66 years old. That combo, what combo comes to Antichrist Revelation? Is it the 726? Okay, in the gematria comes to Antichrist, Revelation, Don Trump, blood sacrifice, Canary Island, Damian Thorne, which is Donald Trump. It's the same letters as Donald, same letters as Trump, and same initials. Damian Thorne, the 666 guy from the movie called The Omen. Comes also to Gotham City, the Lake of Fire, the Trump, Trump's dead, Antichrist December, America Babylon. Really makes you think he's going down in December, doesn't it? Well, I will tell you the eclipse, if I'm not mistaken, is on the day of the national championship game. I mean, the SEC championship game, which usually determines the national champion. But this year, for some reason, I think it's Notre Dame. But do we get that far? SEC championship game 2021. December 4th, 2021. Y'all, the SEC championship game is on the solar eclipse. SEC championship game venue.
The SEC championship game takes place at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Now, y'all know that Mercedes-Benz logo, don't you? Now watch this. Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I've shown this to y'all a long time ago, but look at the eye open up at the top of it. That son of a gun's going down December 2nd, isn't he? Oh boy. Look at the outside of it. Upside down and right side up pyramids. Upside down is for the female. The right side up is for the male. It is the mixture of the male and female with the eye at the top. Let's just, and don't forget their area code. Phone number for Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Okay, it's not 404. Are you kidding me? It's not 404, the number, because that's Atlanta's area code. Mercedes-Benz Stadium lot 404. Okay. Y'all, look at the stadium number. Remember, the number for Antichrist is Strong's Concordance G500, or reversal is 5. I'm not even going to say it. G500 is the Strong's Concordance number for Antichrist. The reversal of G500 is 5. Yeah, you got it. And look at their number. They got the 500 right there. So that's so interesting, isn't it? This is their website. Look at that spinning eye right there. Luke Combs. Look at the skull right there on his jacket. He's the one that sings the Paul Feinbaum show. There's the eye opening up. Upside down, right side up, pyramids, the peace sign logo, which is an upside down cross. It's got all kind of stuff, man. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Look at that. If he goes down the 2nd and rises, on that solar eclipse SEC championship game day, which will be between Georgia and Alabama, which is A for Antichrist Alabama, the machine, and the G on the helmet. We know what the G stands for, their fellowship of the ring, and their satanic colors, red and black, Georgia Bulldogs. So Coldplay will be there October 14th. Oh, I thought it was December 14th, and I was thinking it was coming up. My bad. Duh. Falcons and the Bucks. So Tom Brady's coming to town the day after the eclipse. You can't make that up, can you? TB12. Can't make it up. Everything really seems to be zeroing in on those dates, doesn't it? Toppable. America Babylon. Feinbaum comes to Donnie Darko, 110 and 660 in the English and simple gematria. Donnie Darko. Well, the 110, that's the height of the, not only is 110 the transfer portal date, I want to look at something. If you go to the transfer portal date and add 660, it's November 1st, 2023. Okay. You subtract through it, it's March 20. Wow, that's the first day of spring. God, that was first day of spring right after the illness lockdowns took place. If you portal back through, it's right in the middle of Day of the Dead Day. Wow. That's crazy. So 110, which is transfer portal date, and 660, that's what Feinbaum comes to. If you look at moon phases for that November 1st date, did we do that right? It's November 1st, 2023. Golly. It's just after a full moon. Well, we think the abomination of desolation will have already taken place before then. But the fact that it just hits on Day of the Dead has, excellent meaning anyway. That 660 matches his age of 66. Donnie Darko comes too. Donnie Darko, ready? Adolf Hitler, which is his birthday, is the solar eclipse of 2023, which I think is the abomination of desolation day. Unless he doesn't go down by May 11th, then I'm strongly going to think that that's when he goes down. So when would he rise? When would the abomination of desolation be? I don't know. Would that be the April 8th X across America solar eclipse the following year? Perhaps. As good a guess as any. Adolf Hitler, March 15th, and their Jewish gematria. President, Christmas, Apollyon. Golly, Donnie Darko comes to all of that. Christmas, Apollyon, President, Osama bin Laden, martial law, 911. Elon Musk. Michael, this is great work. This is hard work Michael's doing, y'all. Melinda Gates, Grim Reaper, the illness, Pokey Poke, all spelled out. Michael was very careful. Did y'all see how he did it? So we're all getting smarter because I had to get smart. Get smart. The TV show Chaos. Get smart. Agent 99. 99 loft balloons. 99 loft balloons. That has meaning, by the way. Agent 86 and 99. Let's get a date on that. We've looked this up before. There is no release date. That's tough. See, that's tough on us because that's a big deal. I remember Enter the Stars did something on all that. Anyway. God, it did not give us a release date. Anyway, let's go back. American flags, which is Trump's birthday. Osama bin Laden in Jewish as well. So Donnie Darko comes to Osama bin Laden, period. And all of the gematrias. Beaver Moon, we just had that, but was it the timeline? Question mark. I don't know what Michael means by that. But was it the timeline? Maybe he means if we portal through the Beaver full moon of the 19th. That was 54. That was 53. It was 52 days. It was 52 days through the portal. Then it portals up on March 3rd, which is 3-3 or 303, Michael. You just gave us the 303. What was your 303 in? He has a series of books called I Hate 303 Reasons. Blood Sacrifice on March 3rd. Revelation, Lake of Fire. Trump's dead. See, he could die March 3rd. How would we know? We have to look at everything, don't we? We have to look at everything. March 3rd. Wow. That's basically a new moon. A day afterwards. Full moon on March 18th, and then I think on the 16th of April and the 16th of May. A 16 and a 16. Hey, that's 216. Get it? A 16 and a 16 is 216. Antichrist, where were we? After Beaver Moon, Donnie Darko comes to End of Times, Great Dragon, New Year's, Chinese New Year or our New Year's, or the Celtic or Celtic New Year, which is October 31st or November 1st. Yeah. Coincides with the Day of the Dead. Michael, excellent work, but you're not done, are you, Michael? Then he said Jacob Benjamin Gyllenhaal, which played Donnie Darko, full real name, born on December 19th, which, if I'm not mistaken, the 19th was nothing. Damian Thorne was the 20th. That's right. Okay. 1980. Trump will be in Houston on 12/18 and on Dallas on 12/19, which is Jake Gyllenhaal's birthday, which is Donnie Darko. Oof. Let's go. This could be big, y'all. His full name comes to Rise of the Phoenix, December 21. That's when he's going to rise. He rises on the 20th. So he could go down on the 19th, which is a Sunday. and rise on a Tuesday, the 21st. December 2021 calendar.
Here are some pictures.
19th Sunday, rise on the 21st, which is the rebirth of the sun, which is a till Tuesday. Wait till Tuesday, he will rise, right? Because that's to me what till Tuesday means, not when he dies, when he rises. Wait until your father gets home, right? Wait till Tuesday, he will rise, which means he would go down on a Sunday. Straight up. I like 1219 as much as anything. Why not? Why not? The last place I worked, that was the address across the street. 1219. Mystery Babylon, COVID spelled out 19 and then the pokey poke. Straight up. We read all this. I read a lot of these too, y'all. But I went fast, if you remember. So Michael's saying, slow down, cowboy. Let me give you everything. 8888, the Battle of Armageddon, loose for the fallen angel. Gyllenhaal by itself comes to tsunami, blue moon, Donald John, December 9, which we like that December 9. Remember? Why do we like December 9? Don't forget, his sister has the same last name. She was in the movie called The Dark Knight. Not The Dark Knight Rises, The Dark Knight, which would be really, if you look at them in a trilogy sense, just like you have to look at Lord of the Rings as a trilogy, look at the Dark Knight trilogy. Batman Begins, which is Fellowship of the Ring. Then you've got The Dark Knight, which would be The Two Towers. And then you've got The Dark Knight Rises, which would be Return of the King, right? So that would mean The Dark Knight would basically be about when he goes down. And he does. Remember, he disappears. He's in hiding. He's the villain. And then he comes back. But in the movie, he goes down. You know, there's that whole process of him actually going down, and he goes down to the pit. But if you look at it from that perspective, yeah, and by the way, his sister was in Donnie Darko also. So Gyllenhaal, as a pair, comes to tsunami, which Donnie Darko showed you the waves after the right eye wound. Blue Moon, Donald John, December 9. I like that as a going down day. Why not? Y'all, I got so many things pulled up. I don't know where anything is. Let's just do it again. I can't find it. I just had it pulled up. December 2021 calendar.
Check out these.
The 9th is on a Thursday, which theoretically could be a day that Jesus died on. Thursday or Friday. The Catholics will tell you Friday for sure. Could obviously have been a Friday. Could have been a Thursday. And to the Jew, 1 minute of a day was a day. So if he died if he rose on the third day, well, is that 9:10 rose on the 11th? Because at daybreak, when the sun rose, he was already, that tomb, he had already risen. He could have risen on the 11th. Unless there's something biblical that makes you think he didn't. Or did he die on the 9th? And then there's the then you start on the 10th, 11th, and he theoretically rose on the 12th or on a Sunday. And don't forget that new moon is on the 4th, the full moon is on the 18th, but the quarter, the square is on the 10th. So it goes in a day. It's the 10th. When we looked at those moon phases, remember? That's the square. And I liked him going down on the square because it puts friction. But okay, so it's the 9th. Let's put him down on the 9th. Who cares? I mean, that's what Dan Mullen's number was, wasn't it? Had a 129 on it or a 12-9. I am loose for tidal wave, state of Florida and horseman. Well, if he goes down on December 9th in the state of Florida, fantastic. Or goes down on December 2nd in the state of Florida, fantastic. Or December 1st in the state of Florida, because he's going to be in Mar-a-Lago for that Herschel Walker deal. Horseman, Gyllenhaal comes to horseman. Jake Gyllenhaal comes to, I wonder what Maggie Gyllenhaal comes to, because she was in The Dark Knight. And Donnie Darko comes to Simpsons, Out of Time. Wow, The End of Time and Black Tuesday. Michael, if you want, give us a Maggie Gyllenhaal also, right? Maggie Gyllenhaal. I shouldn't make Michael do everything. You know, I do things really quickly though, especially if I've got y'all on the line. I run through these things really fast. It's 581. There's the 58. There's the 34. 130 and 34 is Herschel Walker's number. 581. You got Babylonian King, Tulsa, Oklahoma, which could just mean explosion. There's Freemasonry. There's COVID, NINETEEN. That's the illness spelled out. There's Mickey Mouse. Wow, there's a lot there. Katy Perry, Julius Caesar. That's crazy. By the way, when I was watching The Dark Knight, my two wives were watching Mamma Mia, which there's so much to that one. And Mamma Mia came across last night, and it played from 10 to 12. It was straight up 2 hours block on the movie channel. It said 10:00, 1000-1200, because it played from 10 to 12. And I said, well, you tell me right there, that's the 10th day of the 12th month, because remember, I was high on December 10th yesterday. I get high on these dates. Then the next day I kind of back off a little bit. And I just kind of mellow out. There's January 8th. So Maggie Gyllenhaal. I'm going fast. She doesn't seem to come up with a lot of the big ones. I'm not seeing a date in there. All Saints Eve. I was thinking, was that All Hallows Eve? All right, last one. Not much with her then. Not much. Which goes to show you, when you get these others that are loaded, it's really, you got to, some deep meanings at them. She does come to 87 spelled out, and that's my wife's, or my second wife's, first two digits on her initial marriage number, 87. All right, let's keep going. Let's cut out what I can cut out. And let's just keep going with Michael's stuff because it's going to take forever to get rid of that. Jake Gyllenhaal comes to Simpsons out of, we read that. Okay. Thank you, Michael, for that comment. Michael's got another one. The following string is completely Holy Spirit led. Jake Gyllenhaal was in a movie called The Day After Tomorrow. That movie was directed by Roland Emmerich, who was born on 11/10/1955. That's Paul Feinbaum years, making him 66 years old, like Paul Feinbaum. La Palma, California, was incorporated in 1955. Wow. Ronald Emmerich matches La Palma volcano in 3 of the 4 base ciphers. The base ciphers are English ordinal, full reduction, reverse ordinal, reverse full reduction. That's good research, Michael. The Day After Tomorrow. Jake Gyllenhaal. You know what's fun to do with these movies is throw them, or actors, is you throw them in IMDb. And look at the URL number they give you. It's 319262. Did you know I did Donald Trump yesterday? Check this out. Donald Trump, IMDb. His number comes to 874339. Guess what 874 is? It's my third wife's 4th marriage number. And if you remember, I showed you 14308 times her. You get the 90, which is her 2-digit 4th marriage number. The 874 is her 3-digit 4th marriage number. Now me times the 14308, which is 2 times 7154, which is God spelled out. Don't ask. You get 54, my 4th marriage number. Remember, I was 51, 5176. And then to her, it was 52. And 52, by the way, is in her number. She's 55244. 53 would be my 3rd marriage. And 54 would be my 4th marriage. Now, times me and her. 4308 times me and her, you get 90 and 54, her 4th marriage number and my 4th marriage number. Tell me that's not crazy. And so Trump's number is 874, which is my 2nd wife's 4th marriage number progression. Or just 87, which is her marriage number original, then the 43, which is for Trey, and then 39 going to 60 backwards is 21, 2 becoming 1. Anyway, that's kind of a reverse ordinal kind of thing, I guess, Michael. Something that's in my numbering system in my head. But don't forget, Trump's number comes to 6 times 14 times 1.946. 163, 464. Remember, my first wife was 62848. So he's got 63 and 64 in his number. My 2nd wife and my 3rd wife numbers. And don't forget my 2nd wife's, her marriage to me was 88, because her initial marriage number was 87. So as if Trump is, his number is saying 1 your 2nd wife, 4 your 3rd wife. That's that. Tell me that ain't getting trolled by the Antichrist himself. Whatever. Everything's in the Lord's hands. 12 times 18 is 216, y'all. That's that cellar door date. And remember, Trump was born under a Gemini sun, Sagittarian full moon. And on the 18th this year, It is a Sagittarian sun with a Gemini full moon on the 18th. And that is 1218, and 12 times 18 is 216. And the 18th is 6 plus 6 plus 6. Wow, that's crazy. We were really big. We know something is going down on this December 18th date. We just don't know what it is. But it'll be something. I mean, it could be as much as a Joe Biden incident, event. Day after tomorrow, Roland Emmerich will be filming the destruction of New York and the upcoming landslide in La Palma. What? The destruction of NYC. What in the world are you talking about? Are you kidding me? There's a documentary called The Destruction of NYC. Oh, that's the Day After Tomorrow movie. Okay, that's what he's talking about. Roland Emmerich will be filming the destruction of NYC and the upcoming landslide in La Palma. Okay, I got lost on that. New York City is at the top of Hollywood's wreckage pile. This is the biggest movie I've done so far. This is done in 2016. Independence Day and the Day After Tomorrow. Golly. Who is that dude? Roland Emmerich, right? Thank you, Michael. That's good stuff. I apologize for not following exactly what Roland Emmerich will be filming the destruction of New York City and the upcoming landslide in La Palma. All right, and Michael's last statement was Roland Emmerich has a movie coming out on 2 days after Groundhog Day called Moonfall. Moonfall comes to 88. Michael, priceless work. You've done a lot of work for us before, but this one tops it all. Roland Emmerich's The Magic Flute was partially filmed in the Canary Islands. His film production company is called Centropolis Entertainment and was founded on 7/26/85. That's Paul Feinbaum's birthday. There's your 726 again, just like a Paul Feinbaum. Look at that. Me and Michael are on a roll, man. We're having fun bouncing off each other, all kind of crazy stuff. Wow, just like this article, Kyle is in Inglewood, Florida. There is a road that goes to Mayaca Pines Golf Course. The road is 777. That was said by Christian Schultz. So Christian, you had a ton of comments here. We appreciate you. Michael, your work is it's just outstanding. Terry Ketro, thank you for what you said about Obama. And I know this video, look at this Trump Grill 836. I know this video was just crazy long video. Look at that Trump zip code 519. Got my third marriage number in it. Y'all, I'm not even dating anybody. We're at the end time. So I often wonder if these marriage numbers aren't just something to do as the bride of Christ. Because I feel like they're going to come get me any day. I'll never feel comfortable. Never. But maybe that's why they haven't come got me, because there's something, the Lord has something going on for my life. I don't know. Like when the end begins, I don't know. Do things happen and I get with somebody? Because it's kind of like the Lord has me getting with somebody. I've often wondered, would it be like an Adam and Eve type bringing back together in a spiritual sense? I mean, I don't know. And like I've told you before, don't care. I've done it. I've done it many times. If I could just press a button and just be asleep until the Lord until the Lord just raises his church, I would go flip that switch right now. I don't care about anything concerning me and in this life, because it's never been anything fruitful. It's never been anything good. My life's always been a mess. Anytime I tried to have something to do with my life and get what I wanted with my flesh, it never turned out good. So if the Lord's got something planned for me, it won't bring me what you would call much pleasure past. We're here at the end. Let's get this over with kind of mindset. That's all I can really think of. You know what I mean? And so that's just the mindset you have to have for your own life, that your life is not yours. Your life belongs to the Lord. If you're a sheep, because you know what the goat world is doing? They're trying to make everything about their life. And you listen to all of their stuff, and it's about how they become their own gods. They search for themselves within, the God within. That's just all kind of just, and it's like, no. Sheep know that your life here is horrible. I mean, my phone number is 1422, and on Acts 14:22, it says we all through much tribulation enter the kingdom. Well, if you have to go through a lot of tribulation to enter the kingdom, and tribulation is absolute, it's bad stuff that happens to you. That means your life as a sheep is nothing but one bad event to another that's forming you and conforming you to the image of Christ. Period. So if you're a sheep, your life is one tribulation moment after another as you're being reshaped to the image of Christ. It's not a picnic, and it's not joyous. And the only time it's fruitful is when you've come out of the world. Step by step by step, you keep coming out of the world. It's 1:22 a.m. It's 11:22 at 1:22 a.m. What do you know? There's my spinal decompression thing, man. Fixing my spine like Batman. Y'all, I've only got like 2 or 3 more weeks of sessions. About the middle of December, y'all. I'll be done. Is that when he's going to rise? Is that when the chaos is taking place in our country? When my spine gets put back? Because that was kind of a weird scene. You didn't really need that in the movie, did you? That you had to put his spine back in place? And there's nothing in the paper about Trump's spine. No, my spine's getting put back into place. That's what's funny. Bulging disc, herniated disc, the big lie you need to know. All I know is after the first session, I already felt better. The tightness in my neck was released. And but I am going to watch this. But that's the machine. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going through.
By medical.
Yeah, let me turn off the sound and speed it up. It'll give you an idea of that's when they do my neck, when they strap your head down like that. So this is what it does. It pulls commentary, fair use commentary. So you see how it's smashed right there. It's kind of degenerative or whatever. And what it does, that machine will pull it, and you'll get that relief. And then water comes in, and your body will put moisture back in there, and it'll hydrate your And there's the water kind of coming back in there. Yeah. There's herniation. Boom. Pulls it out. Yeah. Look at that. Anyway. Yeah. What's up? What's up, people? All right. Anyway, love y'all.